and then they want locals purely under federal command. So the model Obama wants is clearly closer to the Soviet or the World War II.
Well, I haven't seen that, Alex, and neither one of us actually have seen any of the details.
No, I have.
Okay, and the community service that they're talking about, 50 hours of community service a year.
No, that's the start. That's the start. I've read Rahm Emanuel's book. What they had up at change.gov till they pulled it down. I know what they've called for under AmeriCorps and Secure Corps. And it is 18 to 25, 3 months of military basic training with assault weapons, but to be a domestic force, Tom. I mean, that isn't freedom.
If everybody in America, I mean, I would think that this would be the thing that the gun owners of America, my friend Larry Pratt, and would be going, let's have as many people in America,
but this is
armed
different
and trained as possible.
Okay, well, let's take...
why are you concerned about that?
Let's take Bush and his faith-based initiatives. The, quote, left didn't like that, and I didn't like it either. Now, Obama's all for the faith-based initiative, and what this is...
I know, and I don't like it either.
It's a whole bunch of different programs. If you look
we have 1 minute, by the way, Alex.
Okay, if you look at what they're setting up with these brigades, and I have the Philadelphia Daily News and others, it is tattletale squads, it is warrant service. This is going to be one group that's armed, like in the Stasi in East Germany, then with the rest of the people disarmed. And no, what Rahm Emanuel wants is not what Thomas Jefferson was calling for.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I think that we need to be having these conversations and raising these issues. Your concern about national health care, I'd like to get into at some point too. Let's take calls from our listeners though and see what they have to say.
Absolutely, Tom. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for having me on your show. I know you're very well respected. I know you've said kind things about 9/11 Truth. We now have one of the heads of the 9/11 Commission coming out and saying it was all a big lie with the Pentagon. I'm sure you saw that.
Yeah, I did. And Alex, thank you for participating with me on the show. And, there's a lot of areas where we disagree. There's a lot of areas where we agree. And I think that this kind of conversation needs to happen more often in America. We're going to a break. We'll come back after the break, and which will resolve, by the way, Alex, if my numbers are right, at about 34 after. And we'll be taking calls from my callers. You'll be taking calls from your callers. We'll alternate them, and we'll see what comes out of it.
Okay, Tom. Thank you.
An interesting time. The Alex Jones Show, the Thom Hartmann Show, PrisonPlanet.com, InfoWars.com, ThomHartmann.com. However you spell it, we'll get you there. We'll be right back.
Okay, they have more breaks than we do. People gripe about our breaks, but we actually have 14 minutes an hour. Industry standard's about 20 an hour now. So for all of you whining about that, well, then buy some of the books and videos so we can fund this operation. We get rid of all the ads if we had enough funding, except that it wouldn't be tailored for AM and FM stations out there. A lot of exciting things happening with the show. For years, Ted Anderson's tried to get us on XM and Sirius, and looks like that's going to be happening by next month. Just going to leave it at that for you. A lot of hurdles to jump on that issue. And I'm sure you've heard my Obama deception ad airing on Rush Limbaugh. And Ted Anderson is doing that as an investment. He told me the numbers. He's actually losing money doing it, but that's what Ted does. He spent $100 and something grand flying airplanes around with Ron Paul banners on it. He got about 30 grand of donations, and he spent about 100 above that on Ron Paul airplanes. And people could say, oh, well, it didn't affect change. He failed. No, people are waking up to liberty and knowing there's an alternative to the controlled left or controlled right. And so I'm basically selling the Obama deception to Ted at cost, and he is running ads on Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, all of them. He got a very good deal because radio is in a lot of trouble right now because the rest of the economy is. Ted looked into this about a year ago, and the price is about half what it was then. And so people are calling me going, what's this? You're in league with Rush Limbaugh. No. It's what Thom Hartmann was saying. We are infiltrating. Can you imagine all of the big line Republicans tune into Rush Limbaugh? They hear a film exposing Barack Obama, and what they get is a film exposing Barack Obama and the big banks and the Republicans and the whole stinking system. So it's a beautiful thing, and so that's what your support of Ted Anderson and the work he's doing is causing as well. Why is my shirt off? Well, because I'm literally almost shirtless right now from the taxes I pay. I know it's a fraud to the Federal Reserve, but I'm not going to fight that battle. If I did that, they would come arrest me, put me in prison, selectively enforce on me. So I pay the mafia the money of the private banks so I can stay on the air and expose these criminals for what they are. So I am shirtless. Somebody buy me a shirt. Help me. Come on. I'm in trouble. It'd be one thing to pay taxes to build roads and help the homeless. And the phony right wing always focuses in on the welfare to dependent mothers and mothers with dependent children. They always focus in on a very small part of it. If you look at the $12.8 trillion spent, it's about 1 to 30. So, we're talking about $12+ trillion for the bankers and then a few $100 billion for the people. And then with that $100 billion, $200 billion or so that go to the people, there's all these strings attached to it and all this expanding federal control. Here we go. Back with Thom Hartmann.
34 minutes past the hour. Thom Hartmann here with you, and we're simulcasting with Alex Jones. I am the notorious liberal. He is the paleo conservative. Alex, you here?
Yes, I am. It's good to be here with you. Very exciting. Let's go to some of your phone calls.
Okay, we'll alternate them. By the way, your phone number for your callers?
Oh, I hadn't thought to take calls while we're doing this. Sure, it's 1-800-259-9231, 1-800-259-9231, and I will go ahead and punch up my call screen.
Okay, great. And we'll take some of my calls. We'll take some of your calls. We'll see what happens here.
Tom, this is really fun, and I appreciate you plugging the Obama deception. I hope folks will get the DVD at INFOWARS.com. They're authorized to make copies of it and give it to people because after the IRS check I just signed, because they've gotten rid of so many of the loopholes and things even for business and the depreciation schedule, that I'm basically broke right now. So I hope folks will go to INFOWARS.com. I'm sure you had fun just paying the private Federal Reserve. Plug some of your stuff. Plug your book.
Alex, I got nothing to plug here. My show, I got some books.
Take it. It's yours. My shirt.
But let me just...
You want everything here? Take my watch.
Alex, I am pleased to pay taxes, and because I consider taxes to be the price of admission in a civil society. I want there to be police who are protecting my home. I want the fire department to show up. I think that we need to have a good public education system. I'd like to have a good national health care system. I'm sick and tired of seeing people like Bill McGuire take $1 billion paycheck from United Healthcare.
Most of the money goes to corporate welfare. That's what the right's got wrong. They think corporations are perfect and have done no wrong. Meanwhile, it's all corporate welfare, 30-1, and the 1%. I mean, cities.
Well, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're singing my song, but my point is that's. The taxes aren't the issue, but let's pick up some phone calls here and see what Rita in Los Angeles. Let's do on K Talk in L.A. Hey, Rita.
Yes, I'm so encouraged of the simulcast because I've been saying for years that the right puts out the truth so the left won't touch it on certain listener-sponsor radio stations. And there's power in numbers, and if there's a coalition like what you two are doing right now, I think the People's Movement has a much better chance of bringing strength into affecting the decisions made in Washington. And I would like to request that the two of you do a regular simulcast if you could fit it into your schedules, just like, Tom, you do Brunch with Bernie.
Yeah, okay. Rita, thank you very much. We have Senator Sanders on every week. Alex, let me just say, you said thank you for endorsing the Obama deception. I'm not endorsing the Obama deception, but I want to make it clear.
Thank you for plugging it. Thank you for plugging it.
Okay. Because I think that there are some great things in there, and I do agree with you that people should watch it. Although when you get to your conclusion, I mean there are I'm not going to go through them one by one, but there are a bunch of areas where I think that we could have a very interesting discussion about our disagreements. You have any calls there? You got a caller you want to toss up, or shall I pick up another one? We always
have unlimited phone calls, but I'm down here in Texas. They're up in Minnesota. I just asked the guy for calls. I just opened it up, and so they're giving me calls right now. Go ahead and go to your next call.
All righty. Anthony in Anaheim, California. Hey, Anthony.
Hey, Tom. Hey, Alex. I don't have so much of a question as I just wanted to, first of all, state my appreciation for you having this, both of you. Tom, I've listened to you for the past about 4 years religiously every day, and Alex, I was part of the two parties, the movement. I was part of the money bomb with Ron Paul. I go to your website.
Yeah, it's really Ron Paul who started this thing, the Tea Parties, in the modern incarnation.
And then now first it was started by 9/11 Truth, then Ron Paul picked up on it, and now Sean Hannity and Becky Pooh and these corporate minions have hijacked it. But by the way, I've been at Willie Nelson's house while he's had you on in the While he's been, had you on in the background listening to you. One time I showed up at Willie's house and he had you on in the background. I just wanted to say that.
That's great. Willie Nelson, one of my heroes. I love Willie Nelson. He's amazing.
Pepperspray.com. We live in an unpredictable world, and as everyone knows, I'm all about preparedness. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That's why I want you to visit our new sponsor, pepperspray.com, to check out their wide variety of personal security products they have available on their website. Since 1994, pepperspray.com has made your personal safety their number one priority. So give them a call at 1-800-908-9988. Again, that number is 1-800-908-9988. Or visit them at pepperspray.com and give yourself some peace of mind. On the web since 94, sell a wide variety of personal safety and security products. You're not only getting security, but peace of mind you deserve as well. Free shipping on orders above $99. Pepper spray of all kinds and strengths, stun guns and tasers, animal repellents, home safety, personal alarms, and much more. Pepperspray.com.